Deng Akot when ran upon to buy it all there. When and a key by the hour baby. A board to buy right word to him because we your water few people yet. Kayin give it to Louis by Pandan to Luli, to get into a dirty. Who got it hell big them. Who are eating with him? Kigmi yo witin kigmi da kuma wa ta ba na peji in dan cha kang dot sin e dan chol ding lwal amai ding lwal amai cha dot cha pier mai cha ma tok pa chi mai cha ma leo en kai chi be cha di kigmi chi ani cho ba ri ko le temen ding ki twen wa kol kolwa war kol martin ben yakul yalto bueno ko in teregen sin erel getno ran cha kang dot kan to jalam alip zero achi yebe an tol den lo la mai ali toy me america ka be te kana yakul kara ni chole ne le den lo yekaka đi cho là giang đừng thiên yên dần bên riêng cái này có yên trái tròn cái này có lấy cái lông mít bên đun nâng cái gì việc đi cái yên vượt cái anh cho cô mía đã phải đi quên yên trên cái gian biết lo yên thì trần cái này nhé cái riêng pin chi cái chăn không yên cái nhé cái những cái cho cái gạo đi chơi, qua ở bạc ấy giờ con nó mới chỉ giờ bữa ở này luôn, ở bạc ấy giờ nó mới chia sẻ rồi quý là mấy cái chỉ bên chỉ cái chập chỉ cái chỉ luôn là cái chỉ bên cái chỉ doa cái chỉ bên cái chân lê giờ bay đi, qua đây là cái điện xin cái yếu, ấy là lê giờ bay đi, nghe là gì thì ya chỉ cái nào luôn bạc kumi di jilu bupin ayale kwadan che kinjwa kare ruli tmai tao fin yen kan ayale ya pe ti chi kan lo kan ya ba miet bai ye ga miet po di ti pe ka kwan kriya ti ren bandan to ruli kin kriya ga abori ti ben ka chi banda ben chi rạch pendaan junub tu kubet ini sia bor bensin kacuan juai akhir nai chau chin juar baban ke kisak ben ke lejan we ke pe ni ali lum ran ubu ba pial de dere lin ran ni pending kalang kikriya fin jari chin mo bezin ran kan bin ni ali apa doi ja pe mình lúc chú cái dục vừa cái chân lê giờ phải nhà lịch nằm vừa cái giờ pin cái chân lê là cái lúc usubomia ukamsi $10 bên nào buat kaburu userbet ren wi cái này là cái mà quanh chân wi và những dưới lên trên anh cất mới là gọt tôi là William mới là gọt coi Sudan đi dưới đây là đông tin petrol Maria Ladal na lia nhà Maria Ladal cái giá tiền petrol miram nên đi là nó gong chứ ôi xia cái cả bếp trên đó ngon cái chứ tụ của vài chiếc qual với cái đứa đua phi đi dưới cho là mê cả nó quay luôn ngon kia của vài chi của dài nhai dùng mà thêm bi cật phun kia dùng từ là trên riêng ví dụ như có gì thế
nên nó bị lên chiếu được
qua bình nhưng chiếu được với chốt tóc kia chiếc có phiền vậy ngoài chốt cái xin mình rồi lại bên bị xin chốt cái thế và anh ấy chứ là này lúc anh chỉ cho trên mà yếm nhảy luôn bữa này giấc qual cọc barcode qua cái tour qua chung quê cọt bên đầm bên và chỉ chun rồi vô cái chân cái đó yom cọc cái cho bên bị gì nói chỉ giờ đầm bên buồn là đúc junub có bị bên party nó ngoài đi bố dân chỉ tiền chỉ mình ai chia quần lăng cái bên anh cái vô phim kia cơ cái nên là cái tan cái chi cái hoàn chiến với cái bên mình ra giờ trên mới cái là giác với cái ra chân đi giờ lại ra phải đừng cái chắc lối cái chi anh quyền li với cả giờ cái đuôi riết được xin trên với cả ngoài vùng với bên con của giờ là quê ai chân đi giờ phải đừng cái chuyện bé của mình junub bên cái của mình awul của mình junub bên chỉ cho cái mình awul rồi mình junub ai chân đi giờ phải là cái điện thoại gì đó thì cái đàn chứng cái gì đó thì đã rồi ngoài cái chân đi giờ phải và bên nhà đi mua thế nó thì cái liền đào gì thế và ngoài cái bờ bên nhà lấy chính cái vật này với cái chân đi giờ phải với này chi làm cho mà duyên cơ hoặc ui ba nhảy cái này bây giờ là nó mới là bàn được mà là thế là cái bị pin cốt là pin cốt cái này giờ lúc bàn chứ có pin trên đâu cái chi mà duyên cơ hoặc đôi can cái để cho lấy gì là phải.
Okay, thank you so much for those of you who will be watching this video and who will be seeing this man in front of you, who will be viewing it everywhere. You have heard from him. He said his name is Deng Deng Akot. He lives in Woolwich, and as you know, the general flooding that is happening in the country, especially South Sudan, where most of the areas are affected. So Deng Deng Akot happened to be one of the victims affected by flood. He just narrated that the flooding that has occurred in his area, especially Woolwich, displaced him. It destroyed all his houses as well as farm, and forced him to go and settle along the road. While settling along the road, as you have heard from him, life became so difficult for him as he had no shelter along the road, and every rain that falls, especially like the recent rain that fell for over 4 hours a week ago, caused a lot of suffering to him, and life became very unbearable for them. And the media team composed of Ajang and his colleagues happened to visit them in where they have been displaced, and that story was shared, and it caught the attention of one of the persons called Deng. And when Deng saw his condition, he sent some money for him to be bought a taflin so that he could live under it. And here today, his condition forced many sons and daughters of South Sudan, and especially Will in particular, to raise some funds to support him and his other colleagues who is in the same condition as he is with that little fund. And that is why he has come today to express his sadness to the people who collected the amount that is meant to support them in their condition, which amounts to about 1,750 USD, and this exchange to our current exchange rate amounts to about 780,000 so Sudanese francs. Deng expresses his happiness to all the sons and daughters of South Sudan for the support they have given him. He also expresses his happiness and thanks to Ajang Santino Deng for the great job that he had done. He could not imagine how he could have continued to live under the rain, alongside the road, and without proper shelter. But with this support, he's very happy and express hope that his condition will change as he will purchase some materials that will protect him from the rains that are continuing, as well as mosquitoes and other diseases that are caused by the flood. And also what Deng has seen him. Deng used to be one of the chiefs in Awulik by then, and in 1987 the Murahalin came and they were forced to leave their area, running to a place called Marialadal. Unfortunately, him and his colleague happened to be captured in that area alongside other 8 people. They were taken to Meram, and in Meram, all him and the other colleagues were all tied with ropes for some days, and they were left like that, and no one attended to their condition. That situation forced the rest of his colleagues, about 8 people died due to the kind of torturing that they were subjected to, and that thing also led to his arms being amputated. And not only that, as you saw from his leg, all his legs were also tied, and that affected some of the nerves in the legs. Since then, when Deng was released, he went to Khartoum, but the condition of his arms by then was that unless both arms are amputated, otherwise he could have still died. And he accepted, and that is why you see him in this condition. As added here is that it was an American organization which paid visit to where they were put in Merom, who sympathized with their condition, especially him and his colleague Durakotong. It was through the effort of that American organization that made them to be released and taken to Khartoum, where they had both of their arms amputated. As you heard about the support that is being given today, this support was organized and led by William Akot, Mawin Kerwak, Deng Akot, and the rest of our sons and daughters, as well as sons and daughters of South Sudan. In addition to this, because of the current condition of Awulik, Mawin Kerwak has offered his home to be lived in by Deng Deng Akot until water subsides in Awulik. Deng is so happy for all these people and for every son and daughter of South Sudan who sympathize with his condition and contributed something to help him out of his situation.